Hello guys, this is Lydia. I'm back with part 3 of the new part series of the live message from Jesus on Zoom that was transcribed, and we're reading it, and we're on part 3. Also, I'm with Mandi and G from Seek Heavenly Things and Guillermo de la Parra 303. And those will be in my community post section. Also, first of all, I want to say that I confess that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, that I believe that He came in the flesh, He bled and died on the cross, and that He rose again on the third day, and He is coming. Okay, so let's dive into part 3. All right, part 3. This was given on April 7th of 2025 at 4:30 p.m. And again, this is part 3. So if you haven't listened to the first 2 parts, just go back and listen, because we're starting in the middle of Jesus's message here for part 3. Okay. It is so hard when the enemy comes at you and says hurtful things to you and makes you feel and is making you feel low and weak and not truly understanding who you were made to be. But I am God, the creator of heaven and earth. I know who you were made to be, and I need you to believe it. And that was at 14 minutes and 5 seconds into the recording. I need you to believe who you were made to be because of who you are, because I designed you that way. So all of you are very special. All of my bride and all of my children are very special. I do not have any favorites, but I do pour my favor out on people because I am a God of order, and I do that to show my people what to do and what not to do. Just like I create lessons of when people are falling short, and you are always going to fall short in these fleshly bodies. But and Mandi says, sorry, I have to breathe. Oh, okay. The time is 14:37 into the recording. But I create lessons, and I show people the fall, and I showed how they stopped believing, and then I set them up for things. There are things that are coming with McKenna that you guys are going to be very surprised on. Now, not all of you will be surprised because you can kind of see what is going to happen, 14:53, but I've already told certain ones in the group what's going to happen with McKenna, and my word is true, and it will come true 15 minutes into the recording. However, you do not have to worry, because I'm going to turn the dial back, 15:04. So every single thing that I've said about McKenna, she's going to be living in paradise, 15:09, when all of this is going on. So you don't have to worry, 15:12, about any of that, because I'm guiding everything, and I will be leading every single thing, because I am Yeshua HaMashiach. I come in the flesh. I bled and died on the cross, and I rose on the third day. I allow things to happen for my purpose and glory. 15:24. I tried to tell you that the enemy has been after all of you since the very beginning. 15:29. I'm not playing when I say the enemy is trying to devour you all. 15:33. There's a reason I put those things out there. There's a reason I allow the devil to put things out. 15:39. Because he's also showing you what is coming. 15:43. I am doing things and leading things because I have allowed the enemy to come in, because we are at the end, and this time I have unsealed certain ones that I have disconnected for a brief time. 15:55. I only disconnected them for a brief time because they stopped believing and they did not understand the lessons that I was giving the group. 16:01. Because they were not on the Zooms listening, and they were missing the lessons. So therefore, those lessons that they have to go through and the repercussions that they have to go through is going to teach my bride. It's going to teach my people who are not the elders, because you guys are going to be leading the 144,000. So everything I'm telling you will come to fruition. It will happen because I already know what the devil is planning. 16:25. And I allow certain things to happen. 16:27. Because I have to, according to my bylaws and my setups. Do I want anything terrible to happen to my children? No, I do not. but I allowed things to happen to teach my people a lesson. 16:38. And I am also a God of love. I am a God of understanding. I know when people fall short. I know certain events that's going to wake up people around them. So I allow these certain events to happen. 16:49. But you don't have to worry, because I told you a lot of these events that are coming, they're going to be a facade of events. 16:55. So it's going to be a turnaround. Every single thing, when the dial turns back, you go into another world. So there you go. You have those people back in your lives again, the ones that you have lost. 17:08. Like family members you have lost, when you turn the dial back, they are living in those worlds, because some worlds are ahead and some worlds are behind. Some of the tragedies that have happened in those worlds did not happen in another world. You see, there's multiple parallel universes, not just the earthly worlds of 12 worlds. There's all the constellations, which you guys are currently now in Jupiter. 17:30. This is why all the frequencies are crazy in Jupiter right now. 17:34. And it's really resonating across the world. 17:36. And you're leading the pack of the world because you're not on Earth right now. 17:41. Every single thing I am saying is true, and the devil, he knows where the frequencies are, because it has alerted him based on the frequencies, because he knows how it all works from the beginning, from the very beginning. Because it was all set up this way. This is why the earth was even created. This is why all the constellations were created, and all of you are part of the constellation creations. 1803. Because you're my elders, you're from the flowers. 1807. The original life form. Every single one of you are part of those. Your particles are there. Your spirit is attached to it, which is why you're here leading my 144,000. You're training to lead them. And then when I call up my first fruits, 1821, they're training to lead more people, and then more people, and then more people. And then finally, when we're on the last world, the last constellation, that is when the physical rapture is going to come. 1833. You know why? Because all the spiritual worlds and all the physical worlds are going to come together. 1839. That is the veil being removed. 1842. And every single thing that is now apart, that is now separate, will come together. 1848. And as the veil is being removed, 1850, you will see chaos and destruction fall. 1853. Ice will continue to fall because the firmament is breaking. 1857. But it's not just breaking on Earth, it's going to be breaking everywhere. 19 minutes. Because it's going to disrupt the center. 1902. Because every single thing has to do with the center. 1905. It has to do with my cross. It's all the gravity of my love. 1909. The ether poured out into the world. My correct ether, the correct grid, not the false one. Why do you think they're trying to... And Mandi says, sorry, I have to breathe, guys. 1921. Why do you think they're trying to crack into the firmament now? 1924. They're trying to get the ether. 1926. But they do not realize that the ether is already gone. 1928. I've already replaced that ether and put it into Cassie. 1932, and Cassie is going to pass it to all of you. 1934. Why? Because Cassie wasn't getting radiation, she was getting the ether. 1938, which is what makes her so powerful, which is why I can't let her feel a lot of things physically, and she only feels them spiritually right now because she is physical. If I were to take the physical and combine it with the spiritual, she would be too powerful. 1953. She would create the storms, the lightning, the thunder. You will know what all that means. There's a reason why I say the thunder's coming, Cassie. There's a reason I say all of those things, because each one of you have a piece to the puzzle. 2006. To show my creations, to show every single thing, because you each have a perfect position in heaven that is perfect for you. So no one is above the other. I have a position for all of you guys, because every single one of my children, they're important, and your Father knows what you want personally for your mission. 2029. What would make you happy? So I give you what the desires in your heart are, because I am the one that puts that desire in your heart. Because I am the one that has created you, so I already know what you are thinking, what you are wanting, what you're feeling, which is why a lot of you do not even know who you are yet, because it's not time. 2050. But when it's time, you're going to see that who you are is perfect. the way I had designed and made you through my masterpiece, 2058. Stick around for part 4. I love you guys.